Political discussion and debate often resembles a dumpster fire. But even though it is not that desirable to have it in your vicinity, it can also be beneficial, as it will work as a signal light for the YouTube algorithm. So go ahead, make your way into the comment section and light the beacons. Although the Finnish political field consists of many parties, for the sake of this video, I'm going to divide them into two teams, the left and the right, like this. And some of you might now think, but what about the center party? Let's put it this way, I don't give a shit. When navigating through the political field and choosing the party for your liking, you can use this handy compass. But what does this even mean? If I could explain it, I would do it like this. Think of the x-axis as how the economy is handled. For example, how much taxes you have to pay. On the left side, everybody pays their fair share, and on the right, there are no taxes, because taxes equals communism. On the y-axis, there are the values. At the top are the conservatives that think that anything outside of some holy book is degeneracy, and at the bottom with liberals, you are welcome to do as you please. The political leaning changes with the ruling government like a pendulum from side to side, because the populace has a tendency to get fed up with the ruling government and go for the other side for the next round. The last government, led by Sanna Marin, brought a lot of global attention to Finland. The current government represents the other side of the political spectrum and has also brought some attention. As you might suspect, the different sides of the Finnish political field offer different solutions to the many problems that Finland is facing. Naturally, both sides accuse the other side for how shitty the current situation is, and think about the other side in a quite negative way. The right side says that the left side consists of stupid, lazy, and ineffective people who think that stuff just appears from the thin air, electricity comes from the outlet, money from the ATM, and so on. The left, on the other hand, believes that the people on the right are greedy fools who believe that the invisible hand of the market will milk infinite wealth from the teeth of capitalism. Or that they are racist hillbillies who can only measure welfare with the price of gasoline. More concrete examples how the two sides differ from each other can be found from the finance politics. As you may be aware, Finland has extensive social security, as social democratic countries tend to have. Left-leaning parties are like a strongman on a never-ending bulk, afraid of the cut. They would rather find other ways to balance the budget than cutting subsidies. Kokoomus, on the other hand, would like to and are in the process of cutting like a bodybuilder with severe body dysmorphia. Their desire of cutting involves more things than social security, as they would also take a slice from the taxes you have to pay in Finland, especially from the more wealthy individuals. The social security debate originates from the different views of the both sides. Left parties tend to have a more humane look on things, as they believe that no matter what your situation is, you have a right to a humane living conditions. This of course is another kind of worms, because what is included in humane living conditions? Is it enough that you can keep your vitals up and running, or should you be entitled to enjoy some niceties on the side as well? The parties on the right side of the political matrix tend to believe in meritocracy, meaning that each individual is responsible for how well they will succeed in life. Thus, if you need some kind of social security, you are the one to blame for your situation. This of course is the most extreme end of this kind of philosophy, but some people use the lesser version of it when they cut the subsidies away. The obvious downside in a pro-social security system is that it creates a trap, where you are not motivated enough to seek employment, as you can get the same amount of money by staying home and doing nothing. Kokoomus and other parties on the right have been trying to solve this issue by cutting subsidies, but on the other hand, making work more profitable. So growing the stick to beat your lazy ass, and growing the carrot you can get as a reward. Although this approach seems to be quite logical, the problem is that in the current situation, there are not enough vacancies for unemployed people. So even if you want to have a job, you may not find it. And when it comes to the carrot, for the most low-earning individuals whose tax percent is not that big in the first place, the increase in their income will be minuscule. On the cultural side of things, I think that Finland doesn't experience that much of a culture war than in the USA, for example. And even there things might get a little bit exaggerated because of the internet. But in Finland, we still have some things that may heat up the conversation. Because the Finnish language lacks pronouns, these problems don't rise in daily situations, but conservatives can still get their panties twisted when certain titles have been changed to be gender neutral. But one highly international topic for Finnish politics to argue about is the good old immigration. Liberal parties, again, want to give a more human appearance of themselves. Thus, they are willing to keep Finland open for pretty much everyone.
Tervetuloa, ovet on avoinna.
Parties whose thing is more aligned with the home religion and fatherland would like to keep a tighter line on the border. The true immigration party in Finland is the Finns party, because opposing immigration has been their bread and butter. They must be aware that our western neighbors are excellent at marketing, and that's why Sweden has handled the marketing for Finns party immigration policies. For most parties, the current trend is to say, I support labor-based immigration, and the conservatives have changed their total banning of immigration into a more easily presentable form of, I oppose harmful immigration. Discussing immigration this way is quite pointless, since the problem is, how do we make integration better, because bad integration may heat up things.